Hey guys, welcome to Chemical X. This is our second podcast. I'm Alessia.
I'm Veronica. I'm a 32C, but some people think I'm a 32A, except one time I was at Victoria's Secret and the girl measured me and said I was 34D. So I just want to shout out to her because I am not, but thank you for being hopeful.
She loves her and that's her best friend.
To this day, we still text. No, but for real, welcome to our new podcast setup. We were very ghetto the last time. I was sitting on my bedside table drawer and Alessia's table was on kids mats. So we've upgraded a little bit.
Now that we're out of quarantine, we can finally see each other, not on Skype.
Literally. And Alessia's computer doesn't die halfway through. Oh my God. But these are all in the past and now we're here in the same room. And I have thank you to my sister for the beats and thank you to Walmart for Alessia's headphones.
Yeah, can we just talk about the fact that she's wearing $200 earphones and mine are $2?
We downgraded in some ways, but upgraded in other ways.
Well, so she upgraded. I didn't.
Yeah, and we also have these new condoms. Hello.
If you guys can't see, they're these, I don't know, what do you call these?
It's a foam.
It's a foam, because apparently I'm screaming in my videos, so Veronica said we're going to fix that issue.
I had to buy something separately so Alessia would sound less like she was breaking the mic.
Literally.
But yeah, this is so much better. So now, please, I'm pretty sure we're allowed to be in the same room. But if not, don't call the cops.
Don't call the cops on us.
Don't call the cops. But anyway, it's finally nice to be face to face. And I like this side profile angle. Thank you to my plastic surgeon for the nose job.
Thank you to our
Or else I would be sitting like this. And I wouldn't even be looking at you.
Thank you to our, because we actually went to the same doctor.
Oh my God, does that make us like sisters?
Kind of. But I feel like you're also the guinea pig because you did it first.
I did it first and then everyone else did it. So I don't want to say I'm a trendsetter, but like...
She's a trendsetter.
I'm a trendsetter. Anyways, yeah, we want to talk a little bit about plastic surgery. So Alessia, do you want to tell us all the crazy shit you did to yourself? You're like, excuse me, you just made me sound like I did everything.
Yeah, now you're making it seem like I'm not naturally pretty. Just joking.
You're naturally pretty. I'll give her that one.
I mean, what do you think I got done? If you didn't know me, what would you think I got done? Nothing, because you're beautiful the way you are and you're natural.
Thank you. I don't know. I think I would only say nose job, but that's just because I know you. Yeah. Your tits are huge, but that Victoria's Secret girl, she didn't do the same thing on me that she did on you. She said, Miss, we'll bring you to this section here for the girls with big tits. And she brought me to the section where it's adds 2 cup sizes. And then your boyfriend takes off your bra and he goes,
what are those puny little dips?
What are these bee stings? That's what it looked like when you had the top on.
But I feel like girls with smaller boobs, I mean, I'm saying this because, okay, I guess I'm admitting I have big boobs, but I feel like it's so nice. Like, I don't know if it's a thing, but you always want what you don't have. And me having big boobs, I always feel like I look almost trashy in some outfits. And then Veronica's wearing these deep V fucking amazing dresses. And I'm like, wow, she doesn't look like a whore like I do when I put them on.
So you're saying I have small tits?
I mean, I'm saying you have good sized tits. I mean, David, our director, is right here filming us. So, David, does she have small tits?
He David? Says no. No, I'm kidding. I think I do, but I think there's like a style. Like I think depends. Like 20 years ago, it was like popular to have huge tits, and like people would.
So you're saying I'm out of trend?
But you know what I mean? Like everybody was getting surgery to get like implants, and they were all like really big, and like all the supermodels had like huge tits. Yeah. And I feel like now the trend is slowly changing, and like it's more like curvy, like heavier on the bottom, like thick body look, and like smaller, like it's not like the big balloon fake tits look anymore. And I feel like that's one thing about plastic surgery that's crazy is like it's a permanent thing, but a lot of the times it's on a trend. Like for example, like getting your tits done. Some people obviously do it because like they're insecure or whatever and like they want bigger tits. But like if you're getting fucking double H's when it's in trend, and then what happens when little tits
you're no longer Pamela, what's her name? Pamela
your,
Anderson when she did it?
That's the thing. And then like everybody now is like getting surgery to like get smaller tits or whatever. So it's,
I don't know if they're getting surgery for smaller tits. I think it's for bigger.
They get their implants removed and stuff. And a lot of people do get breast reductions, but I mean, usually that's for like if you have back problems. But like, think of all the people that are getting their asses done now, and in 20 years when it's not cute anymore.
Would you ever get your ass? Well, I can't ask you because you have a big ass, but
I wouldn't because I have a big ass. Ooh, did she just say she has a big ass? So
David, does she have a big ass?
I wouldn't get a BBL. I wouldn't get any body
I wouldn't get
surgery.
anything done, especially in Colombia. Like I wouldn't even get a fucking
You wouldn't get a what?
I wouldn't get anything done in Colombia.
I think it's pretty crazy when girls go. But I mean, Colombia now is like really good for plastic surgery and it's a lot safer. But like, it's still risky. You're going somewhere you don't even speak the language to go get a surgery for $2,000 cheaper. Like, it's like.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, I wouldn't even get a Band-Aid in fucking Colombia. Like,
But
that shit's
Colombia's
scary. What if something happens? Like, okay, there's so many cases where it goes right, but what about the one that goes wrong? You're just like,
But I mean, people go to way worse places than Colombia to get cheap surgery. And it's like, there's girls who are going to like Bolivia. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't think it's worth it just to get your ass done, to go risk your life. And you don't know what you're getting into. Like, a lot of the times it's a FaceTime consultation, or you get there and they're not going to refuse you because you just already got there, but you're not the right candidate. Like, they're just going to take you anyways. Like, you're coming out of there with you don't know.
Yeah.
What are they injecting in you, really?
A lot of the times what happens is they take your fat from your stomach and they put it into your ass. But the thing is that when you start gaining weight after, it's like your stomach always stays flat and your ass keeps growing. Everyone's going, okay, well, sign me up, I'm down. But no, because the thing is, when the bigger you get, it starts to look unrealistic, your ass, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. And
yeah. I mean, that's like, you get it at when you're a certain size, and then, you know, maybe 3 years, 5 years later, if you gain 50 pounds, that's all, you're gonna look fucked up after. Yeah. So it's not all, like, it's not as easy. Like I know like some people who like are overweight and then they go get lipo. Like, you can still gain weight and then you're back where you're at. So I think body surgery a lot of the time is like, I would just work out for it. Like, my personal opinion is like, unless it's something really bad, like where like you're super insecure about it or like something like that, I would just put in the work. Like, go work out if you're worried about like being too.
Okay, but let's be real. Working out, like, people say squatting, you're gonna get a huge ass. Like, let's be real. You have, like, you're capped off at your limit. You know, you're not gonna, if you have no ass, I'm sorry, you're not gonna be
suddenly grow a Kim K.
You're not gonna, exactly.
Kim K always comes up in these podcasts. I swear I'm not that big of a fan. But I think.
Okay, I just want to set the record straight. We don't give a fuck. Like, I feel like if you have an insecurity and you want to get something done, go for it. Who cares? I mean, because if you're insecure and it makes you feel happy, do it. I just feel like there's certain surgeries I wouldn't do, and for me, that's not one. That's one, because it's just scary in so many ways.
There's a lot of complications with getting your ass done, but I just wouldn't, personally, to me, and I know people are going to say, oh, well, you're just saying that because, like, your body is a certain way, but I wouldn't get anything done on my body. Like, I wouldn't even get my tits done because I just find it's, like, your face is one thing. Like, for example, like, I got my nose done. It was a really big insecurity for me. Like, that, like, it changed my life to get it done in the sense where, like, I'm more confident talking to people day to day, like, in myself. It had nothing to do with anybody else. Yeah. But, like, getting something done on your body is, like, I don't know how to explain it. I just find it's like, if it's like lipo or something like that, it's like, just go to the gym, lose the weight. You know what I mean? Or like, just kind of, there's some things more that you should accept about yourself. And especially like, if you're worried about your boob size, you can throw on a bra and stuff like that. But like, Veronica, what do you do for your nose? You know what I mean? Like, you can't just.
Somebody's going to say contour.
But not in my case. No contour would have fixed that.
But I feel like nose jobs are also in the center of your face. So it's like, I used to go on dates because when I got my nose done, before I got my nose done, I would, let's say like I'd go on a date and a guy would pick me up in the car. I would literally be like this, hey, how are you today? Good? Like, I would feel so insecure about it. And people used to say, oh my God, please, your nose isn't even that bad. But it's like, I hate when people say shit like that. It bothers me. Because it's like, yeah, to you, it might not be bad, but to me, it's bad. I mean, they're being nice about it, but anyway.
Coming from somebody who had a 10 times worse nose than you, I get why people say, oh my God. Because it would be like, if I would look at you, I'd be like, oh my God, I would be blessed if I had your nose. You know what I mean? It's like all from like the perspective like where you are in life. But like for me, I don't know. I find get plastic surgery. I don't care. You can get every surgery you want, but like when all these girls overdo it and they don't even look like themselves anymore, I'm like, why though?
Oh my god, well that's the thing. Like you start getting surgeries done. Wait, do we consider lip fillers and Botox and all that? Is that considered a surgery? Because I feel like a surgery would be like undergoing. Like I don't feel like that's a surgery.
I mean, it's not a surgery, but it still changes the way you look.
So we're counting that in.
I would count that in.
Okay.
A lot of people don't, but I would, because I mean, it still changes the way you look. People get crazy lip fillers. They get fillers here. Yeah. You can get your chin done with fillers. You can get a nose job with fillers. Like, it's not what it used to be, where you get a few things of Botox and then we don't really count it as getting anything done.
I'm like all for getting anything that makes you happy, like makes you feel better. But the thing that scares me is when people overdo it. They don't know anymore what's actually nice, because they're so used to it, so they just keep pumping shit in there, and they forget how they looked before. And people who don't see them like for a while go, what the fuck happened? You know?
That makes me the worst part is that I feel like the people who do that are the ones that are actually like, we're so good looking to start with, and you're like, what are you doing?
Like if that ever happens to me, like I need you to tell me, Alessia, what's going on, because I'm sure I wouldn't even be able to see it. You know, you can.
You get used to your face like all like filled in and pumped up, and it's like people who get their lips done. You get it done once, you say, let me try it. You get it done once. Well, I haven't, for the record, didn't get my lips done.
I did.
This is lip liner here. But you get your lips done once, and then you kind of, you're swollen, and then you get used to what it looks like when you're all swollen. And then the swelling goes down, and then you start going, maybe I kind of liked it when it was puffy. And then you get more the second time, and the more you go, the more you feel like your lips get smaller when the filler comes out. And then you're like, you put more, and then it's just... And then your filler starts going until here, and you have not even.
It's not even your lips anymore. It's literally on your
beak.
It's I actually have a story. So I think it was about a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. I was like, I want to see what the buzz is about. I want to get my lips done.
I want to see what the buzz is about.
Ew,
what the fuck?
Get it to be like...
You wanted big lips. Bitch.
I wanted big lips. So I get there. And she goes, okay, let me just take your pictures. Perfect. Anyway, so she sits me down. They do before and after.
For lips?
Yeah, for everything. I'm sure for everything they do that, no? Anyway.
I feel like I wouldn't know because I only got 2 surgeries done.
So I get there and she goes, so I'm sitting down and she goes, so obviously it's my first time, guys. I'm not ready to start pumping in like 2 syringes. I already don't think I have the smallest lips to begin with. So I get there and she goes... She looks at my lips and she goes, I don't think I'll be able to do it with one. I'm like, look, my parents don't know I'm getting this shit done. Like, nobody knows I'm getting this. My grandmother's going to hang me. Like, we're starting with 1 syringe. And even at that, can you put less? Like, she's going, you're going to need 2 to get the look. And I was like, look, we're going to start with 1 and I'll take it from here. Like, anyways, and I got it done and it was like super, super puffy. And I was like, oh my God, I can't go home. This is just like, this is crazy. And then it went down and I started going, maybe I could have done a second one. But I hate when they make you feel like insecure in that, because when you get there, obviously it's like anything. They're trying to promote you other things. So they let you know like what else they would do. And then you start feeling like insecure. And then you start feeling like, wow, do I have to redo my whole face? It's fucked up.
But
it's a scary...
Plastic surgery at the end of the day is a business. And I think it's fucked. I think it's really fucked up when... a plastic surgeon will take anybody. First of all, like I think that's not a good sign of a plastic surgeon is when if you come in with a feature that I don't feel like even the plastic surgeon himself would, or herself, whatever, would say like, I don't think you should fix that. Like, I think that makes you a better surgeon when you're actually doing it for somebody who needs it, rather than like, you know what I mean? Somebody comes in with a perfect nose and they want a nose job. A guy who's just trying to make money is going to say, yeah, I'll take you. But I think it makes you just a better surgeon when you're not just going to take anybody and you're not going to try to sell them on other things. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I think that makes the difference between a good... Or anybody in general, like somebody who's honest when it comes to stuff like that. Like, you don't want to give somebody, like, what, now I'm not going to get my lips done? But
that's why Veronica was the guinea pig with the nose. But definitely do your research. Don't just go anywhere. And don't always just rely on social media. Because sometimes doctors, they tend to do things where they make it seem like, you know, they changed this girl's nose and made it this. So, oh my God, I'm going to go to her. But... go for a consultation, do your research, and I wouldn't just go to one consultation.
I think another thing about plastic surgery is I think if you're trying to look perfect, then plastic surgery isn't for you, because the results of plastic surgery are literally never perfect. Like, the people who want to look perfect and want a perfect result end up being the one who go back and do it over again 3 times, 4 times, and get more, because it's a surgery at the end of the day. They can't make it. They can only give you like the best result, but they can't give you a nose that you can't possibly have, or can't give you tits that you can't possibly have. Like,
that's it. Like, even with lips, people are like, oh, I want the Kim K lips. It's like, okay, listen, she had really good lips to start. Like, if you're going in with your fucking zip lines, you're not getting them.
With your fucking paper clips, paper cuts. Like, what are these girls like? Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't expect perfection out of plastic surgery. Like, that's why I think the people who are happiest, for example, like me, like, I could have gone out of that fucking room with anything a little bit less than what I had. I could have went out with a beak, but if it was a small beak, I would have said, great, here's a tip. Like, I was out of there happy with no matter what. Like, in my head, I'm like, there's no way that this could get worse, so give me anything, just hammer it down, just do something, break it.
I remember when you did it and we all saw the results. We're like,
on, and I was already taking pics with my fucking cast. I was like, this is amazing.
I feel like for you had definitely had the biggest results. Like, when I saw your nose, I went, you're a different person. It's crazy.
But that's why I think that's the best way to go in it if you're really insecure about something, because then you're just going to be happy no matter what. Somebody who's like, oh, I just want to, like, you know, bring it in here a bit and bring that down. You're going to come out of there and you're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, you're going to be swollen. You're already going to hate your life. You're going to say, what did I do? Like,
I wonder how your high school reunion's going to be. Veronica's going to walk in there like,
I'm walking in there sideways. I'm literally walking in there sideways and I'm saying, hey guys, what's up? Did you see my nose? Oh my God, yeah. I actually don't really talk about it.
Yeah, are you comfortable talking about it? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if somebody will say something, I'll be like, yeah, I did my lips, I got my nose done, but I don't care. I feel like you're more self-conscious about that.
I'm more self-conscious about it because even though I know it sounds so weird because you'd be like, your nose doesn't look like that anymore, but I'm still insecure over the way my nose used to look. If that makes sense. Like, I don't like bringing it up because then people always want to know, like,
or people will refer you, oh, you're pretty now because you got that done. It's like
like, if somebody asks me, I'll tell them right away. Or if somebody mentions something, I'll be like, oh yeah, I got my nose done. Like, I'm really not the type of person not to say something, but I definitely won't be the first one to jump in the conversation, which is funny because our second podcast is on plastic surgery. But I mean, I'm not like jumping to say to anybody, because the thing that I hate most is when people say like, oh, let me see a picture of you before. And I'm like, and it's like, what? I know that you're going to be like, wow, like, you look so much better now. Like, you should have done it. But it's like, that wasn't like, I don't care what you think, you know? Right. So I don't want to start showing you pictures and you have to see. And then now you're going to always see me through that lens. And it's just like, and then when you refuse to show somebody pictures, then they're like, oh, so it was really bad. And then they start going facebook.com,
oh my God, guys,
tagged pictures.
But at the same time, I'm also that person like, whoa, I got my nose done, pop the pictures out, guys, look how fucking ugly it was. Like, yeah.
For me, it's like, I would never lie about it, but it's like, for example, when I start dating somebody new, like, I'm always like, I feel the need to tell them because I feel like it really changed the way I look. So I'm like, listen, just let you know, like, I got a nose, just so that it doesn't come up later on. I don't know, you just don't want to have somebody.
I'm like, listen, take me as I am. I got a nose job. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I'm like that too, but imagine you're fucking 3 years married and somebody says, yeah, you got a nose job, right? And you say, yeah. And then your husband goes, excuse me, I didn't know that. Like, I feel like in some way for me, because it was such a big thing, I feel like I have to say it. But I feel like the biggest thing though is when somebody gets a surgery done and you like ask them and they say no. Guys, do not deny it. Why is that so funny when people deny it? I don't know. I mean, coming from somebody who was really insecure about it and like you kind of feel like you don't want to talk about it, I still wouldn't lie about it because I find it makes you look retarded.
But if you did something natural, it's like, hey, yeah, but I feel like it's mostly the people who get like their asses done and their tits and they just want to play it off like, but it's like, it's so obvious, you know?
I just feel like nobody cares anymore. Like,
nobody cares. It's 2020. Do whatever the fuck you want.
It's like, I think even I was a little bit less want to talk about because we were younger. Like, I was 19 when I did it and nobody really did surgeries back then. So it was like, if one person did a surgery, everybody wanted to know. And now, like, if I would get something done, nobody would give a fuck.
I tag the doctor. I tag everybody. I'm like, shout out to...
You're on the fucking procedure chair taking a video because you don't care. But I just think it's like, or even like celebrities that get stuff done and then lie about it. It's like, why though?
Yeah.
Like everybody knows, and like it's just, I find it so unrealistic. Or even models, like nowadays, back like I don't know how many, like 30, 20 years ago, models used to be natural. Like they used to be very good looking and perfect looking, but they were natural. And now it's like these models, they go to a model agency and they'll be like, okay, you have to add.
Oh my God. I actually have a story. So I know this girl who always wanted to be a model, and I'm not going to name the agency she went to, but she went there and they were like, you have the perfect look, you have the legs, you have everything. The only problem is your nose. Get a nose surgery and then come back and we'll hire you. That's kind of like, isn't that like deep?
But it's like,
What if she wants to rock? What if she's actually comfortable with her nose? You just made her uncomfortable, and now what? She has to get the surgery. Like, I would have been like, well, you want it? You pay for it. You know, you're gonna hire me. Like, but at the same time, I'd be like, fuck that. Like, I'm gonna go to another agency who's gonna.
But then you have to live with the fact that somebody told you should not. Like, then it's like, what's wrong with my nose? Yeah. But also, even if she does get it done, then it's like she's the model that already models are perfect. You're gonna make them unattainably perfect, and then you know they're supposed to be, I don't know how to explain it. Do you know what I mean though? It's like before you were already looking at models and thinking like, oh my God, they're so beautiful, but you still knew they were natural. But now it's like you don't even know anymore what's real on a model and what's
like
not.
Naomi Campbell, Kate Moss.
Back then it was like they were all like just supermodels, even with their imperfection, it just like made them beautiful. But now it's like put a little here, get the cat eye. Like it's like
I'm kind of down to see how the cat eye would look on me, but I heard.
I said no more surgeries, but wouldn't mind a little hip, little bit of hey.
Oh my God, the funniest thing, guys, you're going to die of laughter. Wait, is everything good with the camera? Yeah. So Veronica, okay. I don't know if she wants me to say this story, but I'm going to say it anyways.
I don't know either, but it's fine.
So Veronica's phone by accident updated. Her phone updated, and now she has no more Facetune because it's, how much is it a month?
It's like $100 a year. By the way, for all these real bitches who don't know what Facetune is, it's an app where you can fix yourself.
Let's be real. 95% of people use that. A little slip in, well, there's people who overdo it, but
also not a good look.
Yeah.
I use it for the little here and there, boom, boom, but
it's the funniest thing, guys. She's not willing to buy the Facetune. So she's always like, hey, she basically sends me a video record of everything she wants me to just tuck in. And she's like, please send it back to me when it's done.
Let me tell you, Les is not a good editor. I also have Photoshop on my computer, but I'm too lazy, so still not gonna pay the $100 a year for Facetune. I'm not that much of a fake bitch, so I don't take it that seriously.
Moral of the story is don't update your phone.
Yeah, don't update Facetune. And if Facetune, if you're listening to this, please drop the charges because it's not happening. But I know a few people that would say $100, swipe. My ass can't just get smaller out of nowhere. My followers are going to say, what happened here?
I find it's fine to use Facetune to just like fix a little here, a little there. It's just more when like all of a sudden the picture is zero.
When the fence in the back is moving with your body and the hair is also moving with your body.
Next thing you know there's the person behind you has a wide leg.
I always used to say, I used to be, just for everybody to know, I was the editor out of all my friends. And you don't want to see what these bitches did before me. That's all I gotta say. Somebody would send me a picture, should I post this? I'd be like, the bird in the back like is 10 feet long and he's not supposed to be.
I remember once you moved a whole bust out of the picture because it didn't look good, and I was like, okay, listen, like you're gonna start editing my pictures from now on. She was on the beach. Okay, there was no bus on the beach, so it wasn't a bus. What was it?
No, there was a picture where I removed everyone off the beach.
I was like, hey, this is ridiculous now.
That's what happens when you become a graphic designer and you learn how to do shit. You start going, I don't like the color of this bathing suit anymore. Let me just change it.
Or that person is ruining my outfit. Let me move her.
Just before everybody leaves this podcast to go check my Insta and try to figure out which pictures are real, which pictures are fake, I'll put the links down below. This bikini was supposed to be blue.
Oh my God, so funny.
Yeah, but getting back to plastic surgery, Is there anything
There's also like social media. I find it really makes people want to do things because you get like influenced.
Yeah. Do you think that I'm saying this and I kind of already know the answer, but do you think that the rate of people getting, I don't know why I keep doing this, but it's look at that camera. Do you think the rate of getting plastic surgery went up? For sure. After like Instagram and
Obviously, but if you look at all the people everyone looks up to, like Kim Kardashian, all these people, they've all gotten
Kylie,
almost...
who didn't get a boob job, didn't get her ass
Yeah,
done.
that was funny when everyone thought that was actually real. Like,
did she admit it yet? Kylie, if you're watching this, is your ass real? But I also was reading an article once about people going to plastic surgery clinics and showing them a picture with a Snapchat filter on and saying, make me look like this. I'm like...
Well, that's why they kind of removed a lot of filters. Some filters that, I don't know, I was using last week, all of a sudden they're not there anymore. And I'm like, wait, was it on my fake account that I put it? Like, where is it?
On TikTok, there was one called Enhance, and it would just like fix your features and stuff, but it's not there anymore. So I wonder if it's
Well, yeah, a lot of them got canceled because it's not like a norm to look like that.
13-year-olds that use TikTok, they're going to go and click Enhance and then be like, excuse me, Dr. Schwartz? Am I too young to make an appointment? Like,
so now that everybody knows the doctor you went to.
Shout out to Dr. Schwartz. I'm calling out a lot of things in this thing.
Yeah.
They're all not sponsoring, so Dr. Schwartz, if you would like to.
If you would like to, come on our podcast and yeah. Talk about the surgery.
But speaking of surgery, is there anything else that you want to get? What's something you would never do? Didn't you say ass?
Yeah, I would never get my ass done, no. Because I also feel like I have skinny legs, so it's gonna look weird on me, you know? Like, I almost feel like if you're not born with the ass, it's probably because it doesn't really suit your body, and I don't know.
I know what you mean, but the way to tell if somebody did their ass is always
spaghetti legs, and now you're gonna throw a freaking these like hips that don't lie and don't suit me.
But like I'm trying to say and keep interrupting me. The way you tell an ass job is you have to look at behind the knees, and if behind the knees is like it has to fit, like the legs will tell you what the ass should look like. Like if the behind your knees are kind of chubby,
and
that
you have extra
sense. Fat, then you should have a big ass. But if you have little spaghetti strings and you
chances
have a honker back there, fuck. Let me tell you what went in there. A little bit of.
So for me, how I tell if a girl did her ass, I'm
shit at knowing if anybody.
I'm actually so good, and I'll start zooming in. I'll start like looking through all your pictures. You could come in with
balloon tits, and I would say, wow, you got blessed with these? Like, what? God really said.
God really didn't take an extra time.
And I'm retarded in that way because I'm going beautiful nose, beautiful everything, but I'm thinking it's all real.
What was I saying? I was going to say something. For me, the way I can tell if somebody did their ass, I normally look at their stomach because their stomach kind of looks remapped out, if you know what I mean. Like a normal stomach has its like... You have a little bit of bloating, but when you get your ass done, it's like you all of a sudden look sculpted almost. Yeah. If you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. A lot of people look at the stomach.
Yeah.
But I'm retarded and I just don't even look. I don't even care.
I honestly don't care. If you're unhappy, do it. I just wouldn't go to Colombia. I wouldn't get anything done in Colombia or anywhere.
I think that plastic surgery isn't worth like putting your life in danger. So don't start doing
she got her nose, so I'm confused.
But I mean, like, don't try to save $100 and go to the basement of somebody's house and start getting something done, because I'm telling you, it'll show in the results. And like, it's not worth it. Like, for example, Cardi B was saying how she got her ass done. Like when she was working at a stripper, like all these girls would go get like literally basement shots, like where a girl who didn't really know what she was doing would like.
I remember that story.
And like she had so many complications and like health problems with it. I don't know if this is like fact or not, but I'm sure there's people that this happened to. So just to say, like, plastic surgery is not something you should cut corners on in terms of money. Like,
oh my God. Even going to a legit doctor, I would like to get like more than one, what do you say it? Like consultation, I guess. Yeah. I would get more than one consultation, because it's like, don't think because also you're going to the best doctor that you think he can give you the results you want. I don't know. It's tricky with these things. Super tricky.
Plastic surgery. So what would you get? What else do you want to get? Tell our followers so that they can keep looking on your pictures.
Like, I guess stay tuned. I wouldn't. I don't know. I also feel like if you have a boyfriend, they're normally like, no, babe, you look good the way you are, like stay natural. But then it's like you also get something done, and then or they look at girls and they're like, oh wow, they look good, and it's like half the times guys can't even realize, but then they're the first ones to say, don't get shit done. You look good the way you are.
Guys are the type to you come with like your nice makeup done, and they go, babe, you look so good without makeup, and you're like. This is exactly why I never listen to you, because I have makeup on right now. Yeah. Like, guys, I swear, have like no ability to see surgery true. Unless it's like, for guys, they think surgery is the overdone girls with the huge lips and the huge ass and the huge tits. For them, they got surgery. But they don't see the natural girl walking by with a big ass. They go, wow, blessed by God.
But I mean, if I would get any surgery, I don't know if I would... I would probably just maybe do a couple injections. I don't know. Not in my lips. For my lip, I don't know. I feel like I did my lips once and I'm 2 years later and I'm still good. I'm not running to go get them done again. But I would probably maybe do my jaw. Now I feel awkward that everyone knows that. Yeah. That's...
So if any plastic surgeons want to give her a percentage off to come on the show. She wants to get
But I wouldn't get like I would probably just inject it. I wouldn't get the actual chin surgery. I don't need my chin all of a sudden moving and then I'm at a party and all of a sudden
and your chin is here.
Oh my god, like in the movie Grown Ups when they're doing surgery. Did you watch it? And the girl's like eyebrows are going like super up and he's like, don't frown, just be normal, and they're like fucking she's like, I can't.
I don't think that I want to get any other surgery. I say that now, but then you always find a little thing. But I always said nose job.
Yeah, but you're also in your 20s. Maybe in your 30s, you're going to want to do something else.
I want to look good. But the only thing that I would do definitely for sure is fix my ears, because just to let everybody know, I used to have stretchers.
You have Jessica Simpson ears?
No, I used to have stretchers. So like and back when I was 13 and a punk kid, I thought I was really cool with my big ass ears. Fucking... could fit a pinky through, but now I took them out and I want to wear my hoe hoops, and suddenly I'm in the club bringing bottles and somebody goes, you dropped your earring, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't keep anything in these
I didn't
things.
know you when you got stretchers.
No, I took them out at some point in college, actually. So you did know me, but you wouldn't have been able to tell because I always wore like clothes.
When I used to see people getting them bigger and bigger, I used to be like, okay, but at some point, like, aren't you gonna want to remove it? Like, what happens? Does it just like kind of go back to normal after a while?
It goes back a little bit. There's a certain point that you can't pass. Like, once you go there, you don't go back. But I went just to the edge of that. Like, I went to like the last size before you can't go back, and they still didn't go back the whole way. Like, you could still, like, my ears are still big. So that's definitely something I want to fix. But at the time, I didn't give a fuck, and I thought, $200 to get that done if I ever want to do it. And now I looked it up, and it's $1,000 each year minimum. So I went, I hate 13-year-olds. Fuck that bitch.
Oh my god.
Why'd you have to do it?
It's so funny because when I was actually getting my nose done, so when I was 16, I got like obviously the belly piercing, and my mom was like, I'm telling you, you're gonna regret it. You're not gonna want it anymore. And now I remember when I first got it and I removed it, I was like, oh my god, it looks so weird without. But now that I don't have it, I was honestly considering when I did my nose, just because apparently you can inject the little hole to just close it up, because it actually bothers me, the little hole. I don't want it anymore.
And he said like, if you would remove it, we would have to remove the piece and sew it back up. And he said chances are you're gonna get a bigger scar than what you have now. And I went,
thank you, I'll stay with my hole.
I said I'll stick with my.
Oh my god! I also heard it can get super infected.
Yeah, I just went. You know what?
I don't know.
Facetune. Alessia, please edit out my. That's one thing that I love doing. Please edit out my belly button piercing. So you cannot reference my belly button hole in pictures because it's not there. But is there anything else you want to say on the podcast?
I mean, no, you made me out my next fucking surgery, so thanks for that. I wasn't really going to talk about it. I mean, when you're insecure about something and then you say it, it's like suddenly everybody's looking there. So thanks for that, everybody. Try not to stare at my chin.
Yeah, nobody listens to the rest of the
But you wouldn't get anything done?
I said nose job and that's it. And I would, if anything, I would get my ears done, and just because, I mean, that's just for me because I just want to wear whole ass earrings. And
Wait till this bitch is in her 30s and she's going, I don't like my frown lines. But wait, do I have to
didn't say I
refer
didn't
to my
want
YouTube
injections
video
one day.
where I said I wasn't, so I gotta stick by it now?
now do I gotta lie and completely ruin the whole podcast?
But yeah, bottom line is,
Bottom line is, get whatever you want.
get whatever you
But
want,
don't
whatever
go
makes
to
you
fucking-
happy. Don't do it in the bottom of a basement that they're not certified.
And then don't lie about it.
Don't lie about it. Nobody likes a liar. If you're lying about that, what
Liar,
else
liar,
are you lying
pants on
about?
fire. Yeah. But I just feel like, just say it. It's worse that you lie about it. Because if you lie, then people go, psst, 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 but you know she lies about it too. Like,
Yeah.
if you say, oh yeah, I got it done, then it's like sick, it's nice, and then nobody ever cares.
Nobody ever cares. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
when you start. But I guess I could understand why somebody would want to lie about it. It's kind of, if it's something that they're insecure about, we're going against everything we just said, by the way.
Well, I
if
said
they're
I'm so
insecure,
insecure,
yeah,
but
but
I'm
if they're
still not
insecure
lying.
about it, like, why would they say it? You know?
I mean, most of the time, people don't just straight, unless you're Alessia, they don't just straight up ask you if you got a surgery done. Alessia's there meeting somebody new for the first time. I go, did you, by the way, you got your tits done?
That's
Yeah,
not
which
true.
they did. We both know that's true. You are definitely the type of person to ask somebody straight
Well,
up.
in my case, I actually like when people ask me because a lot of people ask me if I get my tits done, and they go and I love saying no. No, but honestly, I actually thought about getting a reduction. Oh, poor you. You're not happy you have big tits.
Did we just talk about this? And you said, I don't think people gets there.
Oh, you're not happy with what God gave you. I'm sorry for all the people who.
Can you just remove and inject here? How does that work?
We
Can
can
you
try.
help us
I
out?
guess. But I honestly thought about getting a reduction just a little because I find my ratio is a little off. Anyway, it's just gonna sound like I'm crying about something that people would be happy about, but I would just want like one size smaller.
Gotta live with what you got.
I don't know, because it just sometimes make me look like it doesn't suit my body, and I guess that's why people say, "Oh, you got your tits done."
I think it's a compliment when people say, I actually like when people say, did you get this done? Because I'm like, no, but why? You think I'm amazing and I'm perfect?
Because I am.
Like, sometimes people will be like a lot of people will ask me if I got my ass done, but I'm like, my ass looks natural for starters, but thank you for saying that it doesn't.
I mean, if I didn't know you and I went on your Instagram, I could think that you got your ass done. You have a...
In real life, though, no.
Veronica, your waist is like this and your ass goes out like that.
Oh my God, I mean,
so, I mean,
no, but
I could understand how somebody could think you got your ass done. Are you kidding? No.
But anyway, I just think it's
Don't listen to her.
So if anyone
Half the
comes
people probably are now finding out for the first time that your ass isn't done. So,
Maybe. I wonder if that's the rumor, but I was 13 with an ass, so.
anyways, I'm pissed looking at you because you're there with your $2 earphone. I'm here with my $2 earphones and I can't look at you anymore.
Thank you to my sister who I stole these from, but she keeps trying to get them back so she could play GTA, which she downloaded once and never plays. But probably in the next episode, I'll be right there with Alessia with her $10 earphones. But I think that's enough on plastic surgery today. So thanks, guys, for listening.
Thank you for watching Chemical X. Stay tuned for the next one, and you can bet it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and we'll see if I have these earphones still or not. And if not, you can go comment hate remarks on my sister's
I
post.
can guarantee you that after your sister watches that, she's going to prove her point and come get those earphones.
Give me those fucking earphones
Because
back.
I'm watching GTA. I'm playing.
I'm playing GTA, yeah. Anyway, thanks, guys. See you on the next one. What are these guns?